Hey guys, and welcome to another All Signs You versus Them, where we look into your energies and the energies of someone or you may be dealing with. Could also be a situation, you tell me. Yes, that's it. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonate with you. Leave behind the rest, never ever force it to fit if it doesn't. We're going from Aries to Pisces, timestamps will be below, and if you like the content, please like the video. I would appreciate your support. Let's get started. Aries. Ooh, hold on. Now we're ready. All right. Aries, what do we have for Aries? Aries. Showing up with the Queen of Pentacles there. All right, Aries. Aries. The moon is underneath there on the reverse. So let's see. Alright. Is this more of a friendship or what is it? Let's see. And there we had the Queen of Pentacles that kept showing up for you again and again and again and again. Right. When I was shuffling the Queen of Pentacles, she kept showing up for you in underneath the deck. So there's something about her, and she is actually the outcome here. We have a lot of core cards here. Let's start with what we have in the center of it. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So this shows up as something here that's not really ready to grow. I'm actually curious as to what this energy is or the situation is about, because it could actually be something different than love. Because I'm seeing two kings here. You have the King of Cups. First impression that I get here is that you're very friendly here in this situation. There's something here that you want to support, but more as a friend. Meaning that I get that you are present. You are there. But you still have boundaries for what it is that you want to, how much you want to give of yourself. You're very supportive, but like a counselor, right? You're very supportive, you want to help, but there's boundaries. You have boundaries, you have limits. And the person or the situation you're connected to have the King of Wands. So you are actually very similar in that you are both forward driven, but where you're far more, you're about the connection. You are about people. Let's say like that. This person here that you're connected to, they're far more about the passion, about getting things forward, moving. They could sometimes, not in a negative way. They could, they're not. Well, they're just not as concerned about the human relationships like you are, and it's not a negative thing here. The two of you could work together, but for some reason or another, you have this Eight of Pentacles that it's something like an opportunity here that could be delayed, but it's definitely not growing here, right? What we have in the past is some sort of a stressful situation, But I really get that you have come over it. The challenge is Nine of Pentacles. What on earth is this about? You know what? It's like we have a situation where there's some sort of a disappointment. An offer that didn't come through, or came through, but it's being withdrawn here. Maybe there's something that needs to be looked at one more time before things get moving. And in this case, I feel as though it's you who's putting your foot down here and saying we need to be considerate of the world around us. We need to be considerate of people, right? We can't just run over people. You are looking for the harmony here, right? You're really looking for harmony among people, as opposed to just getting things growing and I want to say become a multi-millionaire or something like that. But you're about the people. I don't know what this situation is about though. What's curious to me is that we have the Queen of Pentacles as the most likely outcome. This is a different person. She comes in here. I don't know. It's because there's a person here. Maybe it's like we have a teamwork going on, where there's a woman here who may not believe in herself, or I mean, she does have it within her. I do see her as very strong, but it's like she needs some sort of a push or whatever. You know what? I need to look more into this. All right. Whatever the situation is here, I get here that there's something. You're really about the emotions here. You are about disconnecting. You're about disconnecting from fantasy, disconnecting from things that's not really, that doesn't bring happiness. You are so about the emotional aspect of the situation. You are about, people. We need to get along. We need to be kind to each other. You have this healing energy here, and your person, they are, or whatever you're connected to, they are far more driven, and there's something here they haven't let go of. Right? I do see that they if anyone is taking charge here, it's them that comes, but there's something here they haven't let go of, and the place where this is going is, I need more on that one. I feel as though whatever you're connected to, they're not really willing to put in the work. I get as though there's a third person that's going to come in here, like this Queen of Pentacles, and she has high standards. She's not the one who takes action, but she has high standards. She probably has to make a decision about something here. You're going to wonder if this is what you need, if this is something that you have faith in, and your person here is not really going to they're not really going to invest a lot of time into that situation. I really don't know what it is about as a situation here, but that may be also why we have this, something that could grow into something solid, but it's not really working. It's almost like we have a teamwork here of two men and a woman. You're one who wants all the you're about the human relations. You have a person over here who's about let's move forward, and we have someone here who's more organized. They want things to be organized, and it's just difficult to get the team to work together here. You tell me what this is about. All right, that's what we have for Aries. Now we are moving on to, that's what we have. That's what I got. Now we are moving on to Taurus. 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 Let's see, Taurus, and we had the Queen of Wands underneath there. Alright, let's see. Queen of Wands in the reverse, she can be burned out. She absolutely can. Hold on. And distracted. There's the Tower. Tower, first card out here. This is the second reading in a row where I get a Queen as the outcome here. Alright, let's get to it. We have the Tower as what is going on here. Well, first of all, I'm getting that there's been a misunderstanding in the past here. And something here, you know, the situation is about that there's something here that it's about equal give and take. And I get as though someone here is manifesting their way out of a situation. But it's not manifesting their way out. It's like they're manifesting, they're pulling on their wisdom. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. But we do have a misunderstanding. Some sort of energy that you may be expecting to come towards you. Could be a communication. It's not really coming because of that misunderstanding. And there's definitely a delay here. And that may come, there's an outside influence here that is affecting the situation. Because that's why it's not really coming. When it comes to you, you have the Hierophant in the reverse. And I get that this is you doing things outside the box, right? You may even feel as though you're being a little, the traditional way of doing things, you're being shook on that. Right? There may be some sort of a belief system that you held dear, or it was just part of you for a long time, and it's being shaken, right? It's like a reorganization of the way that you're used to doing things, or the way that the world around you is used to you doing things. Right? It is some sort of a break here with the traditional way of doing things. And then also somehow about listening to your own voice. Because I do sense that there's been this third energy in between. And now it's about you listening to your own voice. Whatever you're connected to, they could be the way they work with their words. They can come in very sharp. How can I say this? They come as quickly as they go, the way that they communicate. Right? Oh. They are very busy. They bring up some sort of a sweet communication once in a while, but then they're busy. I get that love may not be on that big of a priority for them. And you're very sweet and kind and loving and caring and nurturing and all of that, and you're probably being asked here to do things differently than you're used to. The traditional way of, let's say, being in a relationship, you're being asked to do things differently with this person here, and it may come as a shock to you. And it could have to do with the misunderstanding about, let's say, it could be is there another person involved, or is there just another people here who talk about it? Those kind of misunderstandings, the communication being a little bit delayed. But at the same time, you know what? I get that there's this new beginning here, an opportunity for it, but it's gonna come very, very, very slow. And most likely outcome is the Queen of Swords. I do see that you're being hurt by this. Whatever it is. I don't see it shaking your world brutally, but you're being hurt by this. But you're coming out of it very, smart and wise and intelligent. And I gotta say, you may also have a friend with you who could be a little different than you. They have more air in them, probably. They are most likely very I get that they are very, you know, they're sharp. They're very smart. You're more kind, caring, feeling. Both of you are, by the way, but they are more, they look at things more realistically. Right, they use their head over their heart when they receive information. But I also get that you have that within you. So in some cases it's actually you, that you have all of these beautiful facets in the way that you can see the world, the way that you receive the communication from whoever you're dealing with. But you're more mature than them, by the way. You're more mature than them, and even though you're being asked here to open up your perspective and do things differently, you're still you're very kind and caring and all that, but you still have it within you that you don't take shit, right? I mean, you don't accept bullshit. What is up with these things today? I can't sense the situation. I can just sense the energies. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. Emperor there in the reverse. Let's see. There he was, coming out here as the outcome. Right, so we have someone here who's being very sneaky, right? Oh god, let's see. Alright, let's see. 777. 777. We have sevens here. Right. This is almost like being in a couples therapy. We have here a situation where in the past we have the situation here that's been rejected, sometimes even a little bit boring, meaning that I'm seeing stagnancy. Gotta be honest with you, I get stagnancy, and to some extent I get that whatever you're connected to, they could have been a little bit deceptive in ways where they haven't been all truthful all the time. And when it comes to you, I see that you've been busy on work, and you're still busy at work here, but you're willing to make slow progress. That's the thing. Maybe you have been distant for a while because you needed to work. There was also something here you just needed to put something else above this, right? But it does. You're still very loyal. And your person here, they have some sort of a tendency to do bad habits, or have bad habits. We all do. But when it comes to this situation, they're willing to look at it. and you're patient with them. You're really patient with them, but somehow, I don't know if this is another. Yeah, I don't know if this is another energy that comes in between the two of you, therapist, or father, whoever. But I am seeing. I'm just getting here that there's like this energy saying, all right, when you're willing to work on this, going very forward, very slowly. Your person is willing to look at their bad habits, and now it's coming together here and looking at the options that you have together and being there for each other. But it's almost like it has this therapeutic energy about, let's meet with someone else and they are helping us, and to look at things at a different perspective. But it could also be one of you doing it, right? And I'm also getting like people who may not be speaking their truth. One of you, both of you. Could have to do in regards to a home, right? Where should we live together? Where should we go? I'm just getting here that the things are not being spoken clearly. And that then is going to result is in an energy where one of you, both of you, may be trying to take control of the situation here, right? And that energy that you have right now, where there's trying to be empathy with each other, you're attempting to, as the energy you are, attempting to look at things from each other's perspective so you can understand each other and move forward. It's just going to be a little bit, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but something is gonna happen where you or both of you here going to trying to take control of the situation. And you like to have things in order. You like to have it go slow and all of that. Yeah, it's because you're both in your masculine energy, and there could also be other men included in the situation where they're trying to influence the situation. There's a lot of masculinity here going on, and we have the Empress in the reverse as well in the past. Something here haven't really been growing, and I really get that you've been getting bored here. You've been getting bored of this almost like rejection energy, and that's why you may have decided here to place your attention onto your work instead. And then we have this person here in the past that could have been a little bit of judgmental, or just not. It's like the roles have changed. It's like they in the past, they were far more focused on work. They're coming to terms with that, looking at it differently. But by then, you got tired of this, and you've taken on that role more healthy though, meaning that you're not judgmental or anything. You're just focusing on yourself. Your person here, they want to try and reconcile this. They want to come to peace with the past. They want to return to the sweet energies that they were. But I don't know if this is you or them, but you there's going to be a challenge here in not letting your head dictate your heart, right? So there could be a challenge here, where a situation where you personally have done something, or they have a bad habit, and they're trying to reconcile this, but they're doing it in a very little bit childish way here, and you're not having it. Alright, you're just not having it. So the deception is, I feel as though the deception that I'm getting here has something to do with two people not being honest with each other. Please reverse the roles if you need to, right? So we are going on to Cancerians. Answer. Cancer. Magician there. All right. Let's see. Right, so we do have a situation here where someone is walking away, emotionally at least. Oh. But it's like walking away to go find some... It's like a sweetheart energy where I'm walking away because I need to go find a flower that I can go back and give to you. Something like that. That made no sense, but let's see. The situation is there's a little bit of disharmony here. In whatever it is that you're connected to. Your energy towards the situation. So it's like it's changed. I get as though there are two situations going on, where we have one that maybe in regards to your work, your family, friendships or whatever, and then we have another situation where it's different. But I'm picking up on the first situation, right? So there's a disharmony here going on. But what is supporting this is that it's time to break away from bad habits, because they have also something here has. Yeah, you know what I get is so you're walking away from some sort of a situation that if you were to continue building on it, it would have built up something on a false foundation. That's why you're disconnecting, right? Is to cut away from something here. I do get a little bit of frustration when it comes to you. It's like you wanted something to move, to grow, to, basically not so much growing, just move. You wanted it to move. It's not happening. I do get this dissatisfaction here. Sometimes almost like a little bit of a, a response that could be a little bit childish, I will say. But you can turn that into a strength that says, I'm then just deciding to disconnect and then go find something that speaks more to me, right? That flower that you're going there to find and then give to another situation. That it's like, let's say you have a bad situation at work, you're looking at it around you, you're looking around at your surroundings here, and you're saying, you know what, I'm just gonna take my energies and go home and spend time with my family, something like that, right? But still being a little bit annoyed when whatever you're connected to here, things are not really progressing. I get a lot of dissatisfaction from both of you in whatever the situation is about. Dissatisfaction that things are not moving forward. But it's meant to happen this way. Right? It's meant to happen this way, that it's not moving forward. Why? Because there's disharmony. People are not aligned with each other. There's a lack of shared values. There's a lack of shared visions. It's difficult to connect. It's difficult to form relationships here, right? To be on the same page. So that's why it's not really moving forward. Because it's built on a false foundation. Coming up, we have... It's almost like if this were to continue, if someone were to force their way into this and stay in this, there would be this typical ghosting energy where we have two people that are trying to force their truth down upon one another. And that is just not healthy. That's not how we connect in healthy ways. Then it can even turn into aggression, right? Where it's like, I'm right, you're wrong. As opposed to being able to look at the situation saying, let's just agree to disagree. Sometimes that's, I would say that's the best way. Because it's almost like there's an energy here of someone trying to push the truth down upon someone, both of you, and I'm not really seeing it being the most healthy. You want something here to end. I'm getting like you're putting your foot down here and saying no. That's what you're doing, you're saying no. And then someone here has a lash out. It's like they can't control themselves, so they're deciding to control the environment around them, which is you, right? Or more people around them. It's someone here who may benefit from working on themselves, the situation, right? But you know what happens when we when we lash out and try to control the situation? It tends to be from not being able to control ourselves, control our own emotions, to not be able to deal with disappointment, to not be able to deal with sadness, or being able to deal with a no. People who can't accept a no, they will try and manipulate and scream and kick their way back into someone's life energy, right? Like a child in a candy store. It's like, you know what I mean, right? Because I do see here that you are the one saying no. But you also had this energy here to begin with, a little bit childish. See, that's the thing. I feel it could be more of an annoyance because you put in a lot of work to something here and it's not really moving forward. But you have it within you here to use your head over your heart. And I also get that you have this capacity to be both very intellectual, thinking, but also be able to feel your way into the situation, and you're not feeling it. That's all I'm getting. You're not feeling it. You're not feeling the harmony. So why continue? Boom, 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 boom. That's it. What we have for you here. It's a good energy from your side. So let's see. Remember, these are temporary energies, right? Let's move on to the Leo. 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 Page of Pentacle underneath there. Let's see. All right. That's so interesting. I was seeing the Four of Wands in my inner eye when I was shuffling and all of that. Something interesting about the Four Wands. In this case, it's showing up in the reverse. I'm getting a little bit of a disharmony here. A disharmony. Not feeling welcome. That's what we have of the overall situation. Not feeling welcome in the situation, because it's just one of those situations where it is that you put a lot of emphasis onto your work, right? Or just take things, I almost want to say slow, but it's because you care and you want things to go the right way, but maybe you just have a lot on your plate here to deal with. Or is it your person? Let's see. When it comes to you, you know what I'm getting here, that there's it's almost like a word that's not being spoken or spoken. You know that when we can get sad because it's like something has ended, but it haven't really been spoken. You know, you carry around the feeling of hurt without the hurt having been spoken. It's alright. I feel I'm repeating myself, but it's a difficult thing to explain, because it is, you know, it's a sadness that comes from either like a lack of communication but also maybe it's like the communication is still there, but what is hurting you is the way things are said, right, and not said. I get that you're bearing it down. If someone here comes towards you with sad words, you're bearing it down. The thing is, it's almost as though it's you know what? I get that you may actually be connected to a person that's actually okay, but they could be the one who's carrying this energy that they are. I won't say a workaholic, but that they maybe they have a sarcasm about them. Maybe there's something. There's something that the way that they act towards you that can hurt you, and they're not doing it intentionally. So it could be because you have different communication styles that this is happening, right? You may deal with someone here who don't like conflicts, right? I almost want to say you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it's just an earth sign, because someone here who's not really into drama, not into conflicts, not into the excitement here, right? So in that way they could be a little bit boring, and maybe they don't give the communication that you need, and that hurts you, but you're burying it down here. They don't like tension, and it's almost like you wanted to jump into something here, get something started, but it's not happening with this person. I get as though they have this mother energy about them. It's like a mother saying no. It's like being told no, and then you can't really, there's some sort of thing you want to embark on, and it can't happen here. This person could also have a tendency here to unwillingly or knowingly, they kind of, they couldn't come or make remarks about your skills or something like that. And they may be trying to help you, but it's just not the best way, right? Maybe it's just not working here. That's why you have this not feeling welcome. And that you put emphasis on your work, but maybe you're just not there where this person here is, right? Maybe there's a difference in maturity, a difference in skill, and this person, they have it within them to be very supportive here. But maybe the way that they communicate with you, the two of you communicate differently. I'm repeating myself here. The thing is, however, when it comes to this person, they are actually okay. They want to get this. Just I really get that they don't like drama, and they don't want conflict. They could be very straightforward and direct in the way that they communicate. But when it comes down to it, they really want to move towards happiness and long-term stability. They could be brute, you know, in the way that they just are. Maybe they are reminding you, or you get into your head here, and they remind you of the way that they communicate. It reminds you of something in the past that you haven't healed fully. And I mean, because this is a situation that can actually be resolved. This is not a toxic person. It's just, you know, two people that would benefit a lot from sitting down and talking about the different communication styles you have. And saying, what do you need in order to feel fulfilled here? And what do they need? And then meet halfway. Coming up is, you know, it's a little bit of a heavy burden here. I still get here that because it feels like it's going to be difficult for especially you to be vulnerable with this person. Maybe you don't feel safe. And this is actually going to be building up a tower moment for this person. This person here has I really get as though this person you're connecting to, they are unknowingly building up a tower because they're going into the world just being them, being their authentic self. They have an effect on you, but you're not really telling them, so they don't know. How are they supposed to know that they have this effect on you if you don't tell them? It's almost, I get a little, you know, from whoever you're connected to. I almost would like to inform them about this, because they are not doing anything to be mean or toxic or anything. They're being their authentic self, but their authentic self may have this unfortunate effect that the way that they communicate may hurt you, but they would be willing to work on that if you were to tell them, because they are a Queen of Pentacles. They care. They are just not into drama. So let's see. Let's go on to Virgo. Oh, stretch. There we go. Let's move on to the Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. Virgo. 5 of Swords underneath there. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I keep getting like they are at home. Whoever you're connecting to or what, they are at home. They are at home. And that can be that they are at that physical home, but also that they feel at home in this situation. They feel welcome, right? So let's get into it. We have this getting out of conflict, right? It's almost like there's been a conflict. Are you moving into calmer waters? Is in the beginning stages of that. It's just happening. There's like this understanding that there's not going to be no winner, there's going to be no loser, there's just acceptance of a situation, whatever that situation is about. I am seeing here that in the recent past it's like something here being dropped on the floor. There was busyness. It's almost like, you know, when you go on a bike and what is that, the chain on a bike, it breaks. Like this one, you see that? Like this, imagine that these two are bike wheels and the chain that keeps it together, it breaks. So something here has fallen apart. And something here have not, it didn't grow up. It didn't grow up, it didn't grow. There was a tired energy because things were so busy. And there was a third energy here that didn't really third. It was just third, something that was supposed to come. It didn't come. It didn't grow. When it comes to your energy now, you're coming out on confusion. I still get that you don't really see clearly where this is going. There's still, it's almost like there's still something here that you're bearing down. I am getting that there's been some sort of a betrayal of a sort, an ending here, or just a disappointment. I get like a disappointment in people. But you don't want the conflict. You don't want the conflict. But you know what I get? It's like, yeah, you have been disappointed in people. But what you're seeking is that there's no conflict. You may feel as though you have all the answers. There was confusion, and now you're out of the confusion, but I still get as though there's something here that's hidden to you. But for what you see right now is that things are starting to clear up, and things are going the way that you would like it to go. Whoever you're connected to, they feel at home, they feel welcome, they feel, I wouldn't want to say victorious here. Because they are coming out of their head, but their heart is not open. I get here an energy that you may be connected to they don't have a lot of self-worth, right? Oh, well, they could have, but there's something here about, there's an insecurity here that I get on an energy that you're connected to. They have an insecurity, and you wanna nurture them so that they feel safe and all of that. But look out for people who are insecure, because people who are insecure can do desperate things to seek security, and they can actually be very toxic sometimes. Depends on the situation, because what I'm getting here is someone here who may have a tendency to do stupid things in order to feel secure, and you may, you give a lot of yourself to make them feel secure, but be careful that you're not being misled here, right? We have the Queen of Wands as the energy between the two of you, and I get here that things are about to clear up. Truth is about to come here. The energy between the two of you, things are becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. Clearer and clearer and clearer. So it's a slow process, and then I really get that. That's why you there's still something here that you feel as though you have all the answers now. You may have it, but still things are still coming into the light, and that is the energy between the two of you. This person feels at home in that because they're coming out of their head. But maybe it's also them coming into the understanding that they have something here to work on within themselves. I really get that they were carrying around a lot on their back in the recent past, and either they gave you some new beginning, or you wanted to give them a new beginning here. But it's been difficult to receive, and now you're coming into the light of what is going on here, right? Things are becoming clearer. What is coming up though is that there's something here that needs to be let go of, and is not being let go of. And that is where we have this situation that even though things are looking perfectly now, they are going slowly but surely into the right place. Something here needs to be let go of some sort of an emotional baggage, I will say, and that will come up. You will have to face this one more time. Things are going to change here a little bit. I feel as though you really want to help this person, but the way that you help them may sometimes be that you overstep. So you help too much. So they stop becoming, or they really don't get the chance to really blossom themselves, although they have it within them. It's almost like also this person here, they're going to get some sort of an opportunity. But they also care so much. They gotta be careful not to be a pleaser, and you gotta be careful here not to place yourself into a situation where you feel as though you have to control this. I don't know what that is about, but just look out for that. I also get that this person that you're connected to, they are actually, because they are growing, right? They are growing, but be careful here not to as I say, step over the boundaries here, because this person actually has it within them to be very independent. And if they get a new opportunity to go somewhere where they will be celebrated for that, have that opportunity, then they will probably take that if they feel controlled. But you probably won't sense it because they're very kind. So even though they have that right now, they have it in them to do stupid things. Maybe that's the past. And then now they are changing into blossoming into who they are. But as they blossom, you also may have to learn to let go of them. Or give them the freedom. Because maybe you're too used to taking care of them. I don't know what that is about. Let's see what we have here for Libra. 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 There we go. We have Judgment in the reverse. Whoopsie. As the overall underlying energy here. What do we get from that? Tiredness, apparently. Alright, let me see. Let me see. This is like a misunderstanding. It's like the energies are on the table of saying you're able to dig down into the truth of it. But if you are looking at the world with tainted glasses, meaning that if you look at the world with the eyes of yesterday, and yesterday you were hurt, and looking at the world through glasses of pain, then you will still see the truth as a place of pain, or the world as a place of pain. That's the truth. The world becomes what you decide to look at it. It becomes how you decide to look at it. And if you look through glasses of pain, through eyes of pain, the world becomes a very painful place. Let's see how that plays out here. Probably tied up to your person here, because your person, they have whatever you're connected to, they have this situation where they're feeling outside. Could be because they have a lack of money. They could feel abandoned, but it's a mindset. It's a mindset of lack. And in need of support. They could, of course, be hurt. But I keep getting here again, it's a matter of how again, we look at the situation. Because if you see, these two people, they may be on the outside of, if you think of what's inside here as the riches and all that, but they are not alone. They are not alone, they have each other. And they support each other. And you see how much care, kindness, and caring there actually is on this card between these two. It's just a matter of how you look at it. Of course, it still sucks when you're going through it. In the recent past, we do have a situation here where there was some sort of a wish fulfillment that didn't happen. And I get as though it's tied up to your person. whoever you're connected to. The weird thing is that I really get as though that's the weird thing. I actually get as though they got things came into the light that something here was over, and it actually brings a sense of relief to them in the past. So it's like the energies are changing here, because in the past they were happy about the end of something here, but now it's like they're coming into the understanding that like now they are dealing with the loss. They were first they were relieved about something here being lost, but now they are looking at it as a loss. Do you know? They are forgetting that the first emotion they may have felt in a situation was relief, and that means that it was the right thing. When it comes to you, I really get here that in the past you were a little bit could have been annoyed that something here didn't grow, didn't move forward, right? But then you started to look at the options that you have, and now you are in this. All right, it is what it is. I'm feeling at home in this. I can deal with this. Yeah, you are actually starting to get to this new beginning here. But what are you not letting go of here? Yeah, you're not letting go of your capacity here to be kind and caring and nurturing to people. That's the thing. So now you are changing you're shifting your focus onto helping them. This is just such a typical energy that's shown up a few times today, that people are becoming the helper of someone. But what is then coming up? I get here that there's a quick communication coming in here. My dear Lord, be careful here how you invest too much of yourself, because I actually get whatever your situation you're connected to, whatever they're going through, things are going to be fine for them. They are going to get some sort of a communication coming in their way. That's going to make them very, very happy. And for you, if you have decided to invest too much time onto helping them, you're going to find yourself back at the drawing board here, because now the energies are shifting where you are being left almost like, yeah. How can I say? It's like they're good, they're fine, they're not about you. Now what do you have to focus on? Dear Lord. Be careful here that you know, because I get here that yeah. Be careful here of the balances of equal give and take, that this person, they may be going through something but that they don't require too much from you. Right? Or that you don't end up shifting all your attention onto them, and then you forget yourself in the process, so that when something else comes their way, then they're gone, or they have balance in their life again, and you're like, what about me? Well, yeah, you know what? Balance. Give a little here and there. Give not breadcrumbing, but be stable and all of that. But remember to not just shift all your effort, all your attention onto someone that's going through pain, because they will be fine. All right, that's it. You tell me what that is about. Let's see, Scorpio. So many shufflings here. Alright, Scorpio. Scorpio. Alright. I eat coffee. The world in the reverse, something here is not done yet. There's a lack of closure. There's some sort of work here have not been put into a situation to put a ring on it, no, to get a closure, right? Why do we need closure? To feel more comfortable jumping into the new, right? We have an understanding. Closure brings us understanding. It brings us sense of security. It removes the stress of not knowing, because the unknown is not comfortable unless you learn to deal with it. Sorry, but yeah, that is what we have here. We have like this lack of closure. We have a struggle to be vulnerable. This King of Cups is like a stalker. He keeps showing up. It's like he's trying to help. He's trying to be supportive. He's trying to he's being there, right? You may actually have a person here in your life that is there for you. Be mindful that you don't take this person for granted. It can be a friend, it can be a father, a mother, a family member. But I get that this person is someone that's typically taken for granted because they are always there. They are always there. Yeah. These people are precious. You should never take for granted those who stay and those who are loyal and those who listen to you. Even if you pay them as a therapist, because a therapist can also say, I'm done. Anyway, but we do have this challenge between the two of you to be vulnerable with each other. I see that you are disappointed. I also see that you're not communicating with this situation, this person, and they are not communicating with you either. Or they are definitely waiting in vain here. So this disappointment, why is this? Because in this situation here was there was not enough love. There was not enough love here to get this going, right? To get this going. The heart is closed. Both of you or one of you, and what is coming up here is a full block. A situation here could turn into a chaser energy, where someone here is going to start chasing another person here, because you know, why do people chase? They chase a closure. They chase a closure that can help them. And that closure I get here, in some cases, it could even be that closure where they are looking to trash the other person or something to soothe their ego, right? Saying, they are lost, I'm the best. I don't know what it is, but let's see what the root of it all is. It's like an unrequited love situation. It could be the other person that you're dealing with here. Right, you can reverse the roles, but we do see a situation here where you were trying to, maybe you were trying to heal, maybe you could have just come out of something here and you weren't ready. Maybe you are the one who went into this person's life, and you may have wanted to provide. You may have done so with good intentions, but it didn't really move forward. Or they came into your life. That's also an opportunity. I actually get the two of you could have done it to each other. But this person, whoever you're dealing with, they have a struggle here to control themselves, right? To control themselves, and therefore they can try to control the situation. That's why I'm saying that they could have the chaser inherent in them, right? That they could chase, because it's easier to chase the outside than it is to control oneself. Oh, maybe, let's see. And if you like being chased, then that's fine. You're going to get that. But it's not. I'm not really seeing it being the most beneficial in getting to know each other. I don't know if you're testing this person here to see if they will chase. Oh my god. I would advise you don't do that. Because yes, this person may chase to begin with, but you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna grow from this, and this person actually has it within them to stop themselves halfway through and then stop talking to you. It may be a challenge for them. They may stress a little bit out about it, but they have it within them. So if you're looking for gameplay, you will get it. Who is this person here? This person that you have who's very loyal, could be a friend. I feel as though they have seen this happen before. They want to help you, and I actually get that it breaks their heart a little bit to see this happening. Especially if they see a possibility of two people here who could actually be really good for each other. But if they then see this gameplay, it's like this person is a witness, they see this gameplay here, and they are seeing this is unnecessary drama. Two people are struggling to be vulnerable with each other, and this is the result. And this is actually, I mean, these are just temporary energies, but I will always say this is not a good way to start a relationship on, to play games with each other. That screams insecurity in these connections. How long do they last? Typically. So let's move on to the Sagittarius. That was up here. Saggy. Sì. Saggy. I got here that someone here is not being fully honest about how they feel. Funny thing is, it shows up as you, and the way that you're not being honest, and I will explain that about how you feel. Meaning that I really get that though there's something here that it's like you're supposed to be happy about it, right? Let's say that you just got a job, or you just something here that, or job, or you met someone and everything's supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be happy, but you're not feeling it. Not to say that it can't show up, but it's just, that's the energy I'm getting, right? That's the energy I'm getting here. And it's difficult to put into words. It's difficult to say what it is. Maybe you had a vision about how things would be, how this situation would be, how it would play out, and you're not seeing that play out in reality. So you're disappointed, meaning that reality didn't meet expectations. So let's see what we have. Ace of Wands in the reverse. That is passion. It's just the wand going down. There's, yeah, not enough passion. I get this. There was something here that is was unknown. Of course, the future is unknown to you. And the weird thing is, I'm getting that it's not because you're confused. Well, a little bit inside yourself, but it's difficult to put into words what it is that you're confused about. But you're deciding to look at the situation as it is what it is. What options do I have available to me now? But you still feel this lack of closure. You still feel like something here is missing. But it's just difficult to put into words what it is. And maybe it has something to do with setting realistic expectations and with taking the time to actually reflect upon what it is that you want. It's like saying, I want the perfect job, I want the perfect husband, wife, whatever. But do you know what that looks like? Have you then taken the time to sit down and actually reflect upon it and then decide to make a plan to take action towards it? Or are you just throwing it out there without knowing what it actually looks like? Because then you will never ever be able to put into words what it is that's that mystery that you're struggling to understand, why there's a lack of satisfaction, because you don't know. And I mean, put into words, you don't have to voice it, you don't have to speak it, you can write it. It's just a matter of putting it into something intelligent, I will say. You can even draw it if that's it. It doesn't have to be words. It's just something tangible, right? So that you can hear it, see it, and then you can feel it when it comes. Otherwise, it's just going to be diffused. Or to be diffused, confused, whatever. The situation here is... yeah, it is like there's been this time where you may have taken a step back, coming out of that, but still it's difficult to get things to grow here. It's like you're not listening to your intuition sometimes. There may be small hints trying to tell you things, but you're ignoring it. That's gonna come, it's gonna get bigger here. You're ignoring your intuition, and I feel as though your intuition is trying to tell you to take the time to sit down and reflect a little bit here. And in the recent past, we do have this energy that something here you may have made choices without really planning for it, and that's fine. We all do that when we are growing into something here, right? But there's something here you haven't let fully go of, and then we have whatever you're connected to, whoever you're connected to. They are Queen of Swords. They are very sharp. They know what they want. They have been through the grinder, as I say with the Queen of Swords. She's been through shit. She's very sharp. She's very intelligent. She absolutely knows what she wants and what she doesn't want. Or she knows where she's going and she knows what will aid her there. And why is that? Because she has been dealing with someone who has been judgmental, who could have objectified her. Man, woman doesn't matter here, right? Doesn't matter man, woman. But this person has been objectified and they have been hurt. They may not come off as though they have a lot of wealth or whatever, but they are strong and they are intelligent. And they do have warmth within them. But if you come near this person in a way where you are a little bit confused, or where you show up as immature when it comes to them, you will be hurt by them. Because they speak their truth if you ask them. They will not speak to you unless you approach them. They can actually be a little bit reserved in that they don't speak. They prefer for you to speak to them, and then they will listen and they will cut through shit. And when it comes to you, there's something here that you haven't let fully go of. There is some sort of a loss here that you're carrying with you. And the place where you're going is where your intuition wants to speak with you. I feel as though there's something here still hidden. But your intuition, if you listen to your intuition, it may be trying to tell you where to go. It's something about a new beginning here. It wants you to jump into something and take on a new approach. It may not come as quickly as you expect, and that may be a little bit frustrating for you. Because I get here that this person here, whoever you're connected to, the two of you may not be on the same page. Right? And maybe I get here that there could be some sort of a break of a contract, because this person here is looking for something else. Or if it's not a break of a contract, it doesn't have to be a break of a contract. It could be that they're not working with you. Right? It's like this person here, they're looking at this and they're saying, you know what? This may not be for me. And that is because if you're looking for someone here to guide you, to be supportive of you, to have that motherly warmth about them, this is not that person. This person is someone who will have your back, but they're not gonna hold your hand and guide you through everything. This is a Queen of Swords, not a Queen of Cups. Right? They will have high standards that you can deal with shit yourself. And if you were to come into this is like a dating situation, and you were to come into this person's life in ways that's like, wham bam, thank you ma'am, expect them to say no. Right. But there's something else here, right? This is a temporary energy. So we're moving on to, no, that's it again. We're moving on to Capricorn. Oopsie. Oh yeah, Capricorn. Cabby. All right. Oh. All right, let me dive into this one, Cabby. It's a choice that's being made. And there are two people here that are, I will say, in their head. But they're, alright. Two people here are probably not on the same page. Even though there's a strong pull towards each other, they are not on the same page. You have a King of Wands underneath the deck. And I'm gonna need to dive into what he's about. My God, someone here is coming towards you. You may be feeling as though you are left on the outside. That you may be very busy with your work. I need to go intuitively into this one, guys. That you are left outside here. That you just feeling harshly judged sometimes, maybe, but it's almost like you on a roller coaster, right? You're on a roller coaster and you're up and then you're down, but each time you hit the down, you get up here again. And there's like, this is like a roller coaster that's in the water, and you have to also go against the current, but you keep going like a mountain goat, right? But for some reason or another, you are in your head here. You're thinking about things. You're thinking about the situation quite a lot, and I get that it's because you're feeling a lot of passion. You're feeling a lot of attraction to this situation here, but there's a frustration going on as well. The energy between the two of you, there is a frustration because it's like you're being blocked in getting things moving, right? It's also as though if you meet up with this person, you have small rendezvous, right? And that's all it is. It's fun for the time being, but it doesn't really grow into something. And that keeps you in your head. I feel as though the person that you're dealing with here, there's something here that's not transparent to them, and they are not being transparent to you either. Well, we will look into what that is about. In the recent past, we are seeing a situation here that has to do with two people with two different truths. You see the world in different ways, and it's a matter about which perspective are you to take if you are to work together, if you are to decide to stay together here. What truth will you take? It's basically a matter about how you communicate about the world, about your connection, about where you want to go, or just in general, the way you communicate. And the way that you communicate with each other is also how you relate to each other, right? And for you, it gets you straight up into your head. And for them, there's something here that's not transparent. There's some, I want to say, karma here. Well, let's see how it plays out. And I actually get that something here is not going in their favor. And the reason why it's not going in their favor is because they may not be completely transparent with you. Or vice versa. Let's see here. They got what they wanted in the past. That's the thing. They got what they wanted. And that was, I almost get as though they handed you the truth. But it's almost as though they think that they gave you their truth. But what really happened here is that you saw your truth. Meaning that you may have been able to rise above the situation and see, alright, so that's how you see the world. That's not how I see the world, but I see that that's how you see the world. And now I'm stressed out as fuck because that is how you see the world, but I see the world differently. How the hell am I going to... How are we going to work together here? It's like you are, let's say that they are on this level with the way that they are going into the world. They are looking at the world as what is. I am right, you're wrong and all that. And you're looking at it from a top level above saying, you see the world as that way. I see it as that way. They see it as that way. It's very reflective, right? Very analytical. so you're a little step over it, and that is possibly what brings you into this stress here, like shit. This person is someone who could be very aggressive in the way that they move forward. They could have a tendency here to kind of run over people. And even though you feel a passion towards them, the way that they go into the world, the way that they go into this connection with you is not aligned, right? There's a little bit of a disrespect here. But it's difficult for you to walk away. I feel as though emotionally you are a little bit hooked on this. Meaning you could have been in the situation for a long time. They could have gotten under your skin. They could have become a habit and all of that. So we have up here a habit. They are a bad habit. And it's difficult for you to walk away because you invested a lot of yourself into it. And you may be very stubborn. And you may want to continue to get this moving. But it's not really moving forward, so it keeps getting this in and out, and then you get stressed about it because you could go into this way of thinking and looking at it saying, why can't I disconnect from this? And then you could go into a spiral of shame, so be careful with that. I also get you may have an option between two. Someone here leaves you out in the cold and someone else comes. What we have coming up where this is going is it's breaking away from bad habits. But they are there. It's not as powerful, meaning it's not as toxic, because I get here that you have it within you to master this energy here, to understand the tension and to not act on the tension, right? So not be provoked, by the way. That's what I'm getting here, that you have it within you to lose passion for it. This person is a complex one. When I look at your energies, you're like a fire explosion here. The person you're dealing with, they could have Cancerian in them. Definitely water, Libra, Gemini, whatever. But they have this... What? I lost it. Sorry, what was it? Yeah, they have this... I lost it again. It's insane. All right. They're going to find themselves in a partnership with someone here, and they're going to be happy about that. But there's going to be... it's going to be a loss when it comes to you. And I feel that in time they're going to see that. Because I keep getting as though there's a friend that's butting in here. That could actually be it. I'm getting like a friend that butts into the situation. And that is what is not transparent here. And they actually get that they can have a very negative effect on the situation, this friend here. But if you are with someone who allows that to happen, are they then the right person for you? That's my question. Are they right for you, or would you like someone who's far more loyal and who you can count on, so when you turn your back, you can still count on them being loyal to you, and then you're not going to stress about what other people say about you? Yeah, I am actually getting here that what comes up here is a communication. That it's time to move into some sort of a new mindset here, and I get that you're going to decide to put emphasis on your work. You're just gonna work. And that is also what I get, that this person here, it's almost like then they're gonna start wondering whether or not you have someone else. And yes, you do, you have your work. It's your job that comes in between here. Oh my god, who on earth are you dealing with? Show me this one here. This is weird. It's like the energy here, the person you're connected with here, things are not going in their favor, but because what it is that they want to, because they're not being transparent, they're waiting for you to come their way, to give them some sort of a appraisal almost. You're not doing that. It's almost like they want you to come their way to celebrate them so they can push you away again. That's a weird person. They want you to contact them so they can push you away again, because I don't know what the issue they have. Dear Lord. Alright, let's see Aquarius. Aquarius. My god, what's going on? Alright, so this is basically about some sort of a new beginning, something very passionate, something that will require forward movement here. Is it being chosen? I don't know. It would definitely require patience from you, and that is going to be the challenge. Patience and learning something new. Very slowly, very methodically. And yeah, Rome isn't built on a day, and maybe you want it to be built on a day. What we have in the recent past is your energy, the AQUARIUS. Oh yeah, it's still your birthday, right? Season. Happy birthday, darlings. Yeah. But there is definitely something here about making oneself vulnerable. There's definitely a situation that has happened here in the past. There's a lot of people included in this when it comes to on your side of the situation. It's almost like a bad decision was made here in the recent past when it comes to you. When I look at your energies here, I'm seeing something here that was very disorganized. But I'm also seeing a choice here to come to terms with the past, or letting it be as it is, right? Looking at things with peace. Now, when it comes to your situation here, I don't know if you have someone in your midst here that has a tendency here to not be the most empathetic, to be very emotional, but it may actually also be your energy. Gotta be honest with you. It may be a situation here where you struggle to stay clear in your mind and in your heart, meaning that it could be difficult for you to find that balance. You may try to intellectualize your emotions a little bit too much, and that could make you come up as cold in the way that you speak, in the way that you communicate. That's it. For some of you, there's also a challenge here that you may actually allow someone here to come into your mind, take over your mind in a way, meaning that so it throws you out of it. And that is, let's say you have someone who ghosted you, and then you think about it too much. There's something here about allowing other people's action take up too much space, and then you try to control it, but then you kind of shut down your heart, right? Trying to turn yourself cold, but that's not problem. May not be the best. In this case, may not be the best way of dealing with this situation. And the weird thing is, I'm getting like you had this also like a wish fulfillment in the past, but someone here did something stupid. But yeah, when it comes to whoever you're connected to, they're actually feeling victorious in a situation, but they have to celebrate peacefully. They have to peacefully. They are not visible. They are not acknowledged in a way. And they may also not feel acknowledged by you, because you may come off as cold to them. So let's say they come your way and they would like to have some sort of appraisal, or you just be acknowledged, and you're not giving it to them. They had something here to celebrate in the past. There was something here that made them happy. There was joy there. Right? Maybe they made some sort of a progress, but you looked at it as maybe a little bit childish. I don't know. I'm getting here like a misunderstanding, because this person, I do sense okay energies with them. Right? The energies between the two of you is that I feel as though there's be mindful here to be open with each other. Because I feel as though this is like an energy that could be drifting apart. Right? It could be drifting apart. And someone here may feel that they're not good enough. I don't quite know who that is. It may actually be you also. It's like not being appreciated for what it is that you're actually capable of. Where the two of you are going is that we're going into a situation where it's not serious. It's jumping into something here to see. This person is going to have a lot of things they need to balance out. A lot. And you're going to be disappointed. Not so much in this person, but you're going to be disappointed in people in general. And for this person, it's almost like someone here has put a lot of weight onto this person, a lot on their plate, the person you're dealing with, and it's too much. I actually get that they are not in the flow with the tasks that have been placed upon them, like demands, the expectations, be it from you or the environment in general. I get that they were very happy, they had something to celebrate here in the past, but it's like an immature energy being asked, like let's say that you have a child here, let's say they are 4 years old, 3 years old, whatever, and they have parents who expect them to be like Einstein, right? Because they have so intelligent child, and the child just cannot live up to those expectations. I'm not saying it could be that child, but it could also be like you have a lover and you just met them a week ago and you're expecting them to marry you in next month, and they can't live up to those expectations. You know, it's putting too much onto them. That's what I'm getting here with this person, and that they may be doing. I get that they're doing their best, but it's too much. It needs more time here. But someone here is not willing to invest into it. I get this person over here that you're connected to. They need more resources, more time, more effort. They're not more tools, whatever. They're not being granted that. It's difficult then to provide, and you're going to be disappointed. I don't know what's it that you're disappointed in. I'm not saying that you're going to be disappointed in this person. There is someone else here in the situation. I get that you sometimes gets into your head where you think a lot. I get that there's someone here who runs over other people. Maybe you are witness to something. You have had that for you before, haven't we? But there's not an equal give and take, and you're a witness to it. But you're going to feel disappointed. And there may actually also, for some of you, where you have this person that gets into your head. For some of you, you have a person that gets into your head. That one I was talking about. They are someone who seeks appraisal all the time. Could be a friend, by the way, and then they don't make you a priority, but they seek your appraisal, and they just don't care about you. You're going to feel disappointed in them. You're going to feel this backstabbed here. Sometimes, right? Because they don't invest enough into you. They could be a little bit of a bully sometimes. Interesting. Let's see what we have for Pisces. These readings today are interesting. Some of them are love, some of them are not. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Pisces. Righty. Pisces. Underneath the deck we do have the, I wanted to say the Hermit. No, it's the Hanged Man. Neptunian energy. Because your energy is the moon. This is Neptune, ruler of Pisces. Right, Pisces. Oh, god damn it. Right. A situation here has gone straight back into one of those wonderful communications situations where there's no winner. We have here with you the Five of Swords. There's no winner in these situations here. There absolutely is not. This is a matter of being placed into a situation where you may not have a choice, but you may not have a choice of being in that situation, right? Let's say, for instance, that when we locked down society, two years ago, when we locked down society, there was not really a choice. The choice that we had was how to respond to it, right? All right, let's not get out of that. There could be another situation, but being dumped. Let's say someone broke up with you or something like that. You may not have a say in the matter, because if someone says no, they say no. What you have what you can do, or your choice that you have, is to decide how you're going to respond to it. And this is one of those where you're just staying in the conflict. Why am I saying that? Because in the recent past, we have the Six of Swords, which is trying to move into a new mindset, trying to get out of a sticky situation in terms of the way you communicate or you don't communicate. But it's a bumpy ride, and it's like giving up on that journey and going straight back into the conflict here. And the person you're dealing with, they don't really speak about their emotions. They could, in worst cases, be a little bit of a drama here, right? Hope not alcoholic or anything like that, but there is definitely a difficulty in dealing with their emotions, right? Careful here with this energy. And that what comes to the situation here is then the energy between the two of you is that both of you are trying to control the situation. There's not a lot of empathy here with each other. They are strong-willed people trying to control the situation. And that makes it a challenge to get things moving forward, to get proper planning going here. Because each of you are trying to dictate the situation. You're doing it more in the way that you communicate. They are doing it in the way that they don't speak about emotions, or the way that they do speak about emotions, like lying about emotions here, right? And the direction you're going in is that it's not going to grow. It's not going to move forward. Worst case, there's going to be a chaser here. Someone who's trying to push this moving forward, but it cannot grow. Why? Because none of you here have taken a step back and look at what needs to be done right now. What needs to go, what needs to stay. How do we find a constructive solution to this? How do we work together, basically? What works, what doesn't work, what needs to be addressed? Are we investing properly into this? I get here that your person here in the past, they actually made a decision. They were clear about what they wanted. And they probably, what did they want? They want some sort of a long-term stability. I get that they know what they want. You, on the other hand here, you may not have felt victorious in this. You may have felt blocked, and you may be going into a direction where you're trying to, control the situation here a little bit, right? And I get that you may actually be very, very stressed about the way this person probably is not communicating. The weird thing is, I'm actually getting that they are communicating. It's just that they are not honest. First of all, I'll get that they are not honest about their emotions, because they don't have probably the words. They don't know how to speak about their emotions. That's a challenge. You may perceive them as though they don't know what they're doing, and they don't know better. You know for them. You can sense them or something like that. I get that this person can come off as being judgmental sometimes, but that is if they are pushed. If they are pushed too much, they will speak up for themselves. They have a lot of love in them and all of that. But they are sharp. They know what they believe in, and they will actually say it. If they feel something here, they may actually withhold that. They may withhold their emotions, and sometimes, most of the time, it'll be because they don't quite understand their emotions. Or they don't have the words to put it into. They don't have the words to articulate it properly, like me here, right? What's coming up for you there? Oh my God, this is... If it's any consolation, whatever this person is doing, God damn it. If they are doing games, they're gonna, and they end up with someone here different. They may end up with someone who's very jealous and all that, and will try and control the situation from them. Why would you get involved with that? But for you, I get here rejection. You may experience to be not made a priority for this person here, right? Careful how if you start making excuses for this person as to why they are not there for you. They may, if they have told you that they are dealing with someone else, or they don't want this, trust them, take them on that word. Don't chase them. Your energies will brighten up here for you, in that you will have an option here to say no to this. I do see a bit of boredom here. But it's like, I get this, you can go in both directions. You can stop making excuses for this person, that they are busy at work and all of that, and they have bad habits and all of that. Or you could just not make this a priority, right? And say, this is a bad habit. I'm leaving this. But it's not for you. What did I get there? Alright, this is what I have for you. The readings today have been weird, gotta be honest with you. I don't know what these situations are. They shift a lot. But the overall energy I got for you, Pisces, is be mindful of making excuses for other people. Yes, Pisces. Also probably look out for people, because here's the thing, I see that you are looking for harmony. And I actually get that there is actually a potential here for you to surround yourself with people where there's a lot of harmony. The thing is, careful not to take on too much, right? Because you want to be the healer here. She came out in reverse here. Careful not to take up too much, because if you get overstimulated, you can, it will affect your mood. So, most likely, you're right, take what resonates with you, right? I'm gonna call that it. I will do a stalk of the week later. Take care, guys. Let's see. Ciao.